welcome and welcome back to my channel. My friends call me Eddie. I hope you are having a fantastic holiday season and happy 2023. Yahoo! Anyway, I am going to be doing a binder flip through and tour today in celebration of my very first year anniversary of collecting here on YouTube. And thank you so much for those who have supported me and have joined me in this journey. And let's see here. I'm also doing a Q&A. Thank you to those who have sent in questions so that this Q&A will be successful. And one last thing before we get going is to say happy birthday to our beautiful Kim Taeyong and to those who are also having their birthday around this time. Happy birthday and let's go. So this is the starting point of my collection binders flip through, and this is my Korean albums binder. Ta-da! So as you can see, I am actually totally like at the max of this binder. So this is the last time you'll be seeing it at this state because I am going to be splitting this into two, and it will be likely butter on and then the pre-butter eras. This is the cover page for my entire collection. As you can see, it also reflects the way I have my 9-pocket page layout. And I'm actually pretty happy how it turned out. This is one of the hardest things that I've had to do. And as you can tell right here, it was so hard to put all 7 of them in like a T as well as the S without totally cutting them off or missing one of them. So it was pretty tricky, but it did turn out pretty bad. So I'm pretty proud of this page. And so keep moving on. We are starting out with Too Close for School. And I am so happy that I actually completed a lot of the sets. And I do have questions. And what's going to be happening is I'm going to be answering questions, talking and flipping the page at the same time. So it's like multitasking. So I apologize in advance because that's going to be difficult probably to do, but I will attempt to do it today. So first question is this. When did you start collecting BTS species? I started collecting BTS species probably about a year and a half ago, July of 2021, which would be Butter era. And so that's how I get started. And how did you become ARMY? I don't think I've actually told you the story of how I became ARMY, but it's a long, convoluted one. But it started out because of my love for, I guess, Korean dramas. And in one of the dramas, I came across Dream High. So it's a 2011 drama. And in that drama, you had Kim Soo-hyun, you had IU, and you had 2 p.m., Jung Woo-young as well as Ok Tae-kyun. And as any obsessed or crazed fan, hottest for 2 p.m., which I actually stand, I went down the rabbit hole and tried to catch up on all of their content. And in one of those content I found was the 2014 Song Festival where BTS, VIX, and 2 p.m. performed together called a Power Performance. It was actually aired on January 14 of 2015, but it's the 2014 Song Festival. And I'll put the link down below if you're interested in it. And that's how I actually was introduced to BTS. So that's about the 2017 era time frame. And then I moved, brand new job, brand new location, brand new role, brand new residence, and I was a bit lonely at the time, and I started watching a lot of content for idols, K-pop idols, and that's when I also started talking to patients, your teenagers. In order for you to gain rapport with them, you kind of knew what's going on in the world. And apparently at the time, BTS was just emerging. And so I needed, to catch up on that. And actually, that was, one of the reasons I totally fell in love with BTS and became ARMY, the messages that, they had. And so, yeah, that's how I became ARMY. The rest is, history. Bought my first army bomb, I think, before I even went to the first concert, which is in December of 2019. Bought all of the CDs, order albums, all versions. Like I think right a little bit after not Persona, but Mod 7 came out, but never opened them. They were just all sealed because I'm a collector at heart, wanted to keep them pristine, and so didn't start collecting PCs at all at that time. And so there we go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm just flipping the pages, not saying anything about this, so I hopefully will have the time to actually type in the text what these PCs are from. Yeah, this is Persona. Okay, and I think B, which will be coming up, is the first comeback that I actually watched right on time, as in like 9 p.m., waiting for, Life Goes On to come on. That was like really the first time that I, had to stay up for, well, it was 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so it's not like really staying up, but like I was quite aware. After Mod 7 is when I bought all my albums. And there we go. This is Mod 7 now. And I thought I had another question coming. Yes. So one question I have here is favorite song from D -2. And let's see here. Well, Dishita is the main song, the title track of the album. I actually like Strange, which featured RM, so their collaboration, as well as Interlude, Set Me Free. And the reason for Interlude, Set Me Free is because it was just like slower. The song is a bit haunting, and it just kind of like draw me in. I mean, it was so simple, it was so short, and the lyrics were just sad. But it is also, saying like set me free. Yeah, I don't know. I was just drawn to it. So I'm gonna say that. Although Dear My Friend with King Jung Won is also pretty darn good. So that's from D-2. I do like Seesaw a lot and Shadow, just FYI. Do you have any goals for your collection for 2023? So my goal for 2022 was really to just start my collection and to collect all of the Korean albums, or as much as I can for the Korean albums, because they're easier to collect. And this is the only set that's probably I'm going to be collecting as OT7, is because, as you know, back collecting other stuff is detrimental to your wallet, I guess. Anyway, for 2023, I want to be able to actually finish most, if not all, of the I guess the Korean album, or at least go to a place where I say, okay, I'm done. I'll get to that place. As you can see, I have not put in here yet my B lucky draws. This is not the essential. And just to show you a little bit of some of the things that I do differently is I do put some elements or decorations in my binder, because I do look through my binders a lot and I do like seeing what I've created. 3 questions. Equipment trains, what was the PC that got you into collecting? BTS Yumin Hope 13 or Mr. McChimchim, what was your first ever PC pool and the first one you bought? So this is McKinley. Chan, GGM staff, and what got you into collecting BTS and then starting your YouTube channel? I told you already what got me starting to collecting BTS in a roundabout way. Really, it's BTS. PCs are beautiful. I don't know how you can't collect them. Once I opened my sealed albums, I was a goner, put it that way. What was the PC that got you into collecting? There really isn't any particular one. It was, I think, I'll let you know. My first ever PC pull is actually the Jimin pubs. So this is the first time I actually bought anything pre-order. And when it came, there was the tins. That was the pre-order benefits. And I was like, oh, how cool. Opened it up and there was Jimin Yoongi and Tae and Jin. And they're all different. And I was like, oh my God, this is kind of cool. And then I wasn't really planning on opening the albums, okay? But then I got kind of curious exactly what's going to be in the album. And then I was like saying, oh, like, I need 3 more of these. Yeah, like I said, I was a goner since then. So I do still have like collections out there. Let's say I do have so far all of Enhypen's Korean albums. I do have some of TXT's Korean albums as well. They're all sealed. Okay, they're all sealed because I'm not gonna go there. Just FYI. And the next question is, what was my first ever buy? It's this one. This is JK's cream. I can't remember cream from Peach. So it is the cream. Bought it at Mercari, not Japan, just Mercari, because I didn't know how to buy things outside of Mercari and eBay at the time. I did not do a lot of eBay, but I did a lot of Mercari USA. And so here's my first buy. I think I bought him a lot more expensive than I should have for what it is now. Okay, so advice for those who's currently new to collecting: wait. It's going to go down. There's PCs that you know for sure that it's never gonna go down, but album PCs should not be that expensive. Okay, so just wait. This is are you ever going to sell or put up a trade on all of your duplicates? I know this is an ongoing joke that I have actually with GGM staff as well as Mini Sunshine 7, because I do have a lot of duplicates, as you can tell right there. And as you can tell right there, I do plan on doing that. I just really haven't had dedicated time for this. I do work full time, 4 days a week, and by the time I go home from the commute, I'm a little bit exhausted. And if I did film a video, I would edit it and sometimes fall asleep actually while editing it. One of the decorative elements that I do put in my album is the use of one element from a different page and show it through many other pages, like this one. I love to collect patches, so this is one of the patches that I collected, but it was appropriate, as you can see, for all of these, because this is the permission to dance lucky draws, although it's for butter, but it's the permission to dance song actually, as you can tell from here. And I put in the last page because that's where this is. See the golden? Yep. And of course, butter. Another thing I like to do is, like I said, is to show elements from a different page to show through when I'm trying to solve up an issue of I have too many or too many holes or too many empty spaces. So this is one of the things that you could do. I use a butter, let's say, sticker from here. I have a tendency to do a nam gin pairing, a soap pairing, and then the magne line right there. And since JK is my bias, he has a tendency to be in the center, the one that's going to show through twice, 3 times on any layout that I may have that needs space. This is 3D, and for some bizarre reason, they have Hybe, I guess, portrait versus the landscape, so I needed to put him on a different page, and I was using an A5 binder, one page there. There we go. And again, let's see, I do chant order from bottom up. I just started to do that consistently now. It wasn't consistent before. And this is the party line that I would call. Right. I do like merch. Oh, question about merch. Do you buy merch because you like the merch and the PC is a bonus? Or do you buy the merch because of the PC? And then, either you like the merch or you kind of get rid of the merch. I personally buy merch because I like the merch, and the PC is a bonus. So that's for me. One question, and this is from Mini Sunshine 7. How are you literally so creative? Your binders are gorgeous and your layouts are so pretty. Where do you get your inspo? First off, thank you very much. That is some kind words. I Don't really say literally creative, but I do like to put in some of my own creations in there because I like to see my binders. I like to go through my binders and I like to feel good about my binders. Inspiration, most of the time I get the inspiration actually from the packaging of the albums themselves. Right. Take this for example. When I opened up, the proof standard. I mean, it was gorgeous. Then they had this, and you had to pull all of the stuff that's in the box, with this, and I was like, wow, this is so cool, and I did. So I incorporated that element here, and then I had like so many empty spaces. I am very fortunate that my brain is actually wired, and one of my strengths is like to solve problems, and so I like it when I have to solve problems, and so figuring it out is how I actually get creative because the things that come out when you like just do things is just pretty amazing sometimes. And then I like to just play. It's okay to play. It's okay to do things that's not routine or ordinary. Just be you. Just as long as you like what it looks like, the results, is something that you can be proud of. I mean, go for it. It's your collection. Do whatever you want. As you can see, you can do whatever you want as fillers. I actually have not done any fillers on any of these collections so far because I really just haven't had time. And I really love this, the black and white from the standard. It has that nostalgic feeling to it. Although it could have been nice if this is also in color because then you would have seen the skies in color. But no, I really like that, although it's black and white. Missing stuff. And more things here. And I'm just happy this is able to like complete this. And another thing of being creative is the accidents that you make, or like, oh wow, look at that, that's kind of turned out pretty good. Use your writing. You can write stuff with colored pens, or if you have an iPad, you can change color up or whatever. But this was not meant to be. I just used this one, so my writing, which I used to hate a lot, up until I didn't care anymore, and I just did what I wanted. The coloring was pretty cool, and it just so happened that the Hybe Insigt was right behind it. It wasn't on purpose, but then when you put those two things together, because this right here is transparent, wow, I was like, oh my god, that turned out pretty darn good. So accidental. Those are the nice or great creative things that come out when you just play around. Okay, what do you want to visit or do in your next trip to South Korea? There's a lot of stuff that I actually did in my South Korea trip. First time around, mostly I did a one-day tour, saw a lot of cultural stuff, and enjoyed a lot of things. I did do a lot of BTS related stuff either, and kudos to my hubby who was very patient to go to Hybe Inside twice, and go to places that were BTS related. We had a one-day tour of some places that they went to or had their videos done. It was raining that day, so it actually turned out pretty darn good. Another thing that I would like to experience is more stuff. Is like I would like, like I said earlier, I like to watch Korean dramas. My husband does too, and we like to experience things that they're in Korean dramas. Although we know that they are all not true, right? But chicken and beer, you got to do that. The street foods, you got to do that. Traditional things, traditional, tea houses, those kind of stuff. You always got to do. I haven't been to Busan, so I'd like to go to Busan. So I'd like to see the water. I'd like to see, for BTS related ones, the Spring Day bus station. That would be really nice. Their dorm that turned into a cafe. I want to do that too. Okay, what is the thing that you like most about collecting PCs? For those who are left-brained, this is probably like a heaven, because collecting has a lot to do with order, has a lot to do with clean lines and structure. organization. So those are like real pluses for left brainers. I actually, contrary to belief, half and half. I am both a right brain and a left brain, and so my collection tends to be, although there's some creative elements to it, it tends to be pretty clean and pretty precise, and there's really a rhyme and reason to it. So it's pretty like organized, taking off things off the list, graying out your templates. Those are like fun stuff that you do with your collection. Yeah, I like that. On the other side of it, being also creative, right brain allowed me to make the collection mine. That's one thing I really like about collecting the PC. But I think the most important thing about the collecting PCs is probably the connection you make with those in the collection community. The friends that you make, the experiences that you have, because you collect PC, you have a tendency to go to this K-pop store that you would not normally go to, or something like that, or stand in line for merch and meet people from all around the world, or stand in line in a foreign country to go get merch and meet people that way. Get in social media and talk to people, and I am kind of socially awkward, and so having the ability to go through the social media and take away that, fear of, I guess, I don't know, rejection, or fear of just being, different and weird, kind of takes away a little bit. And that's kind of cool, I think. That's kind of probably my favorite thing, or what I like most about collecting PCs. Not so much the collection after all, right? But rather the experiences that go with it, and being with people, meeting people. Okay, that's my binder. So the next one on the binder flip through is my Japanese and seasonals, and here it is. And as you can see, this is what I have so far. And this is from Namjoon Trades. Any goals for your BTS collection? So one of my goals for my BTS collection, and I think I have one of those stickers in every single binder, is for my Japanese album, Japanese collection. I really would like to complete some of these areas right there. Although I will miss my little sticky notes there, I still would like very much to complete these and these and this. So comes here from Hope Min Trades. What are your dream PCs? I really don't have any dream PCs, but in terms of collecting, I really would like to get the Kayonenka for this section. Yeah, I do not have any broadcast PCs in this collection so far. I do not have any older rare PCs. So those are kind of like back collections. And yeah, in terms of goals, I would really like to have some, I guess, broadcast PCs and some more of the DVDs out there. But for those, there's no collecting OT7. It is mainly going to be JK and Yoongi. And as current prices go, it's probably more like Yoongi. That would be my main collection probably for 2023, and get in a little bit of JK here and there. But also I want to stay, I guess, current for the things that I personally want to collect. What do I want to collect? It's kind of like hard, because I will have a list. I'm gonna need to get going a list so that I can prioritize basically for those back collection. But sometimes I just see something and I just say I really like that, although it's not in my list, which I should probably I don't know, really should be more mindful of, and just say, you know what, I should just stick to my list until I get my priority taken care of before moving on. That's probably a smart idea, I guess. That's something I should work on for 2023. Okay. I don't have a lot going on in a lot of my Japanese collection. It's just because they're done. So they're all back collection, and I have to see, I have to learn and see, do some more research. This is another question. Back collecting, what is the one JKPC that is your top priority for 2023? I don't know. Should I put this back here? I don't know. A lot of the Blu-rays are just crazy right now, and I don't really want to spend that much. Let's just say. So there's a lot of fan meeting PCs out there, or even the renewals, but I don't know. I really don't know. I do want to concentrate on the DVDs. Those are more realistic, let's just say. I should really finish the ones that I can, like stay current. Like 2019 is not that, I don't think 2019 is going to be that difficult memories anyway to collect. But the Blu-ray, I don't know, this is quite a little bit more slower. But 2020 and 2021, I should really like work on. As you can tell, I do have an extra Hybe. Lately, Hybe likes coming home to me, so I want to trade him, and hopefully I'll be able to come up with some of the other members. Again, Hybe. That's pretty much what I have for 2020. That for Blu-ray. I love the 2021. This one, the crosswalk. Love it. I just recently traded for a gin. So hopefully that would go there. And I had extra J-Hope. Yeah. J-Hope and I are buds. Hybe right now. And this is from the Mod 7. And I just wanted to do something different. That's why it looks like this. Kind of cute. I should really finish this. This is the Halo for Mods. And, well, yeah, this binder is, I don't know, very, the rings are tight. How much time do you spend on creating videos? Oh, that's a good question. Too much. After each video, things happen, like things come in, like PCs come in, you have to organize it. Then you have to figure out, okay, what am I gonna update next? I don't do as much unboxings anymore because my stuff, whatever it is, PCs, merch, DVDs, albums, they come in pretty late. And by that, then it's not relevant anymore. You want to show your unboxing because people have never seen it before. And that's what it is, for collectors out there, it's great to see those unboxings and see if you really, want to buy one or see what they have in those boxes, right? I mean, we get a glimpse of it from the description, but we don't really get the entire, I guess, look-see into that album or DVD or whatever it is that you're purchasing until somebody does an unboxing. Yeah. And this is already, wow, Season's Greetings. Oh, and yeah. So for Season's Greetings, again, things that create, this was a problem. I wanted to see the posters, but by putting them just inside a one page, I will never see them. And so this was what I was able to create. Not so much like a creative idea, but rather problem solving. And that's where creations for me come from. Okay, how much time do I spend on creating video? Going back to that question, actually. I usually film during Saturday or Sunday or Monday, and then I spend that week editing. And I usually edit only when I get home from work. And since I commute, I get home pretty late, and sometimes I was pretty tired, and just not motivated to actually edit your videos. And sometimes some of my videos are great for ASMR or for putting you to sleep, because I actually fall asleep trying to edit my own videos. So that's pretty funny. So if you want to ever fall asleep, watch my videos. Works well on me, works well on my hubby, who falls asleep too watching my videos. And here's Dalmajang. I finally got this Dalmajang completed. Wow, took me a while. My 2022 Dalmajang is not yet here. I will be putting that up. My next binder update. One of these is for the sweater I'm wearing. I finally get to wear this sweater. See, this is a merch that I wanted, and it came with PCs. So I was happy about that. I am missing, this is I think from the muffler, the sleepwear, and the blanket. So I don't know if I'm going to get that, but we can wish. If you have a wish list, then you have something to work for. I do have a lot of the photo book, the ones that are bound type photo book, but I like to keep them pristine and just not like tear them up, because most of them are really, what do you call that? Oops, very thick. And so it'll make your binder even thicker. So that is all I have for my binder for Japanese and seasonals. Okay, so this is now my tours, muster, what else? Festa binder. And let's start off with another one is what are your goals for 2023 in terms of collecting. So like I said, I have one in each binder. In terms of my tours, I just want to collect an OT7 set for those farther back, so that at least I have a representation of each one of the tours that they have. And let's see here, I do not have any of the Love Yourself, Seoul, New York, or Europe PCs, and I neglected to add that there's also a DVD attached to them, so I'm gonna have to do another page of it. So yeah, this actually I have not updated my tours binder, so it's gonna have to go through a major update and reorganization. I did start to put it in a 4-ring binder because of the pages that I'm using are a lot bigger to accommodate some of the bigger inclusions and of course the tour PCs. What's your advice to someone who just started collecting or wants to start YouTube videos? I already answered some of the advice. One of the advice is to make sure that you remember that this is your collection. Don't compare your collection to other people's collection. Collecting PCs is a hobby. It should not be an emotional, physical, or especially a financial burden. You have to be realistic at what you're going to collect. Do not collect OT7 if you are not prepared for the stress or financial component, I guess, associated with it. I would choose a bias, preferably not the Macne, one of the Macne line, but it is your collection. Do whatever you want to. Have a realistic goal of what you can and can't do. The replicas are also a way to go. So that's one thing. Watch a lot of YouTube channels. Your YouTube content creators out there, okay, they will answer any question that you might have, whether it is what PCs are you using, what pages are you using, what country you're from. For example, I know stuff that is appropriate for U.S. collectors because I live in the U.S. I know things about U.S. shipping or the situation with Reverse USA, who takes forever to get your stuff in. and so on and so forth. Look in Instagram if you're going to trade or you're going to purchase something. Instagram would be good. Facebook would be good. eBay a little bit more expensive. Know that Mercari, they're using a system, or they're using a platform, and sellers will have to pay to use that platform. So the prices will be higher. Okay. I highly recommend, if you could, just go with a go. That's one of the easiest way to get something as well. And, ask questions, basically. Watch a lot of videos. Check out in the videos, because sometimes the collectors will say, I have a lot, of items, for sale. And most of your collectors do have duplicates, and those are real. Be very, very wary about purchasing, something overseas as well, because there's a lot of fakes out there now. So be very careful with that, and just do your homework. In terms of somebody who wants to start YouTube videos, more power to you. Yes, as you can tell, I did it out of a challenge, and I'm actually enjoying creating content. It's actually got me, to do things outside, the box. It does take time to do. You have a lot of editing in addition to that. So you can ask any of the content creators, what equipment they use, right? I'm sure they'd be more than happy to do that. Don't buy any expensive equipment out there. There's a way to get stuff done, without using any of the fancy equipment. I am using an iPhone that I have, and just an arm to prop my iPhone up. I finally, I've got lighting added. I waited until something on Amazon went totally like on sale, and so yeah. But again, you can't like do it all at once, little by little, and everything is a learning experience. If you like to learn, then that's one of the pluses. Here is another question by Al from My Sunday Rest. What are you the proudest of accomplishing in your collection this year? I would have to say, because I put it right here, is my Permission to Dance collection, Las Vegas, because not only was I able to collect the Permission to Dance stuff, I was also able to experience, the concert. I was able to experience the activities that they had set out for us. I was able to get stuff that, for those only there. I was able to experience being online for the very first time for, album sales for the lucky draws, and experience, firsthand, like live, trading right there. And it was just kind of cool. I made friends, staying in line for a very long time. You can't help but talk to people. And socially awkward me was actually doing pretty good. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So this is, one of my proudest accomplishment is that I was able to get an OT7, lucky draw. I was able to get the behind the scenes. I went to the behind the scenes that they had there, and I was able to eat some Korean food, but in the cafe in the city. I was able to get an official light stick, see some of the vendors that they had, see what's coming up in terms of merch, like these guys right here. And this binder is full of stuff that I like. What the heck am I collecting? Why do I have that in my binder? But the thing is, it is part of the experience. And so that's one of the things that I, as a collector, I want you to, to remember that experience things. Put that ahead of collecting, really, because that's what it's all about, is experiencing things, being with the community, making friends. And that's what it's all about. And although it is like, oh my God, so hard to do, people are really, in general, very nice. Don't be afraid. It's okay to be, socially awkward. Just call yourself limited edition, because that's what I call myself. I'm limited edition. Okay, which BTS concert before you became ARMY do you wish you had seen live? Well, I would have liked to have seen Love Yourself, JK in Euphoria, like flying through the stadium. That would probably have been cool. Yeah, or the first one, where it was just a little fan meet mustard type of thing. Yeah, I would have loved to seen the vocal line do House of Cards. Was that epilogue? HOH epilogue? Yeah, I think I would have wanted to have seen that. But I think what I really, really, really probably would have wanted to see was Pied Piper live. So that's like the Fifth Master. Yeah, the Fifth Master would have been really nice. That would have been really good. And Dimple, whoa, the vocal line doing Dimple, the Pied Piper live, whoa, that would have been something else. Okay, and that's why we are now in the muster section. Again, I will be doing an overhaul of this binder. As you can see, I still have Suzu missing. I just haven't had an opportunity to update this. I have stuff that's coming, like fillers, ideas. I just haven't really had time after I came back from Korea, South Korea, Seoul to be exact, because I've just been really busy. Quite busy. It's currently the respiratory infection season. I hope you guys are all staying safe, avoiding getting sick. Yeah, I love this cover, and this is the Billboard magazine cover. I know there's some controversy about it, but I really just love it. They look so good in it, so I can't help using it as a binder cover. I apologize for that. Anyway, I got another one. What is your collection goal to focus on next year? And so we'll go through that. Before I get going, I just want to say thank you to all of the peeps out there who actually asked me question. Otherwise, this whole video would be a total flop. So thank you. You have my undying love and gratitude. Yeah. So here is membership kit, membership box 1, and I think that's membership box 1 and 2. But anyway, so collection goal. Again, for next year is to stay current. Did I say that already? Enjoy. I can just enjoy collecting. Like, don't be so stressed out. Don't collect, everything just because you need to collect everything. Just collect what you want. Just be happy. I need to tell that to myself more often. I think that's what I need to do. Yeah. So I want to go back to another question earlier, which was how much time do I spend on creating videos? And I say I do spend a lot of time. I do videos with some kind of a topic or a subject. I have to think about, okay, what fillers I'm going to put, and it takes me a while to kind of figure those out. I am a procrastinator, so it does take me a long time to actually do anything or put anything on paper. Most of the time, it just like stews in my brain for a while before it actually hits paper, and then completion, and then doing the video. So that's why I have, I guess, a lag between my videos. I will try and do better next year because I think I have some ideas in my head that's already brewing, so it's gonna take some time. Oh, your fave JK song. Okay, because we're here on the Mats one. Let's see here. The Euphoria, you cannot not say that, it's not one of your favorite, especially when he's, flying. I've said that already too today. Flying in the air, singing Euphoria on top of his lungs, waving to armies. I wish I could have been there. So yeah, that would have been nice. My time, I mean, come on, grown up JK, dancing, my time, I'm button. Yeah, that would have been good too. Yeah. And then, of course, my two biases, Stay Alive, produced by Suga. That's, and it is a solo by JK, but still, Suga produced it. So, that should be on top there too. But, I think I am going to go with Begin. Because what it means. You know what it means. His beginnings, his youngs. Yeah. That's what I'm going to pick. Begin. Let's see here. Oh, another thing that I did not answer is what are your goals again? I need to finish my In the Soup stuff. One of my goals is not to do so much of the magazines. Look, I say that now. Did I skip? I hope not. Because I do have a lot of the icon and so on and so forth. And there are a ton of PCs from them, which is yay, because I got a ton of PCs. But at the same time, you're like, what am I going to do with all of these PCs? And then you look at them closely, going, it looks kind of like just like that other one with a little different pose. So, yeah. Like this Daikon 101, which is the first of the, multi-PC things that the icon started to do. I do like what I did here too. Remember I told you the elements of transparency that I like to do. Let's see, there's a difference. I think that's one thing. What else? Advice to someone who just started collecting. Make friends. Make friends out there and talk to people. Probably one of the biggest thing, not only just for collecting, but just so you have somebody to scream to about or fangirl about, like, oh my god, this happened, so on and so forth, or you cry to, which we've done a lot of this year. Oh my gosh, this year is so full of roller coaster, let's just say. I think that after I said, the magazines are just like the icon has so much stuff out this year. This is actually pretty darn good. I really like this series that they did. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Very nicely done, I think. Cool. But again, cut down on that. Like, for example, this is from the big, I guess, lenticular, the big Hunka lenticular photo books. Okay, and then there's the mini ones, which, as you can see, I don't even have here yet. Okay. Again, a question from Mini Sunshine about where do I get ideas. This is from, when you open your deco kit, it had the actual I guess paper. You open it up, it kind of showed you, this is my deco kit. So that's an idea. And then once you get that idea, just trying to, how do I show this using, my binder and what I have, right? It's pretty much kind of how you come up with some really cool ideas. Again, this one right here is like just a little sticky that I stuck in there. Since it's deco kit, I just wrote something colorful. And these are my collabs, which is not in chronological order. I will be doing a reorganization of all of my stuff in the new year. And so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm working on some fillers. Again, also pretty excited about that. And I know, don't laugh. So this is the Mediheal one. It was a box. I was going to throw the box away, but couldn't throw. I mean, how could you throw, like, these guys away? I mean, their photo. So I cut it. I put it here, and that's what this is. Don't laugh too hard, but that's what I did. See, this is the other Mediheal one. And yes, I used the mask. It's pretty darn cool. And I think that's all I have for these. And these are my two A5 binders. Let's start off with my B. These are my lucky draws that I haven't put away yet. And I am missing that's what, two. This. And so four for an OT7, and then the deluxe vertical and deluxe horizontal. I would only be looking for JK and Yoongi, but as you know, yeah, it's a little bit pricey out there, so I haven't really aggressively looked for it or hunted it. So that's B. And of course, here is my newest A5 binder. And this is the solo activities binder. I have two questions. What's your favorite album packaging? From Namjoon Trades. And the other one is, what is your favorite song from Jack in the Box and also from Indigo? great questions. And again, thank you to those who sent me questions. Truly appreciate it. So this is Jack in the Box. And my favorite packaging after B, actually with B, you know how the packaging is actually like a book with a little, you know, metal clasp to keep it like secured. And then Butter also had, you know, that same thing, just in a smaller packaging. And then, of course, the luxurious proof. I mean, that packaging was amazeballs. It opens like this. And then, of course, there's that ribbon with the word "We are bulletproof." Oh my gosh. So that was really, really nice packaging. But my vote for my favorite packaging will probably be this one right here. And the reason being is it's just, I mean, seriously, the person who thought of this is actually pretty genius. It is a box. And you actually, when you open it, it's kind of like opening like a, you know, wow, like Jack in the Box. And which is what this is, like a Jack in a Box. And there is no physical album. It's just the Weaver's digital code for it. For some people, you know, the physical is so much, you know, they like that, and it's so much better. But for others, the digital is just fine. For the, I guess you could say, the Mother Earth, for nature, the less imprint we have with all the packaging is the better. So this for me is like super, you know, genius. And I mean, look, it looks just like a freaking box. And this is something that, you know, I'd be like, wow. So I absolutely love this. So simple and yet so impactful in so many ways. And so that's why I really like this. This is a amazing album packaging, right? Woo! Okay. So we're almost there. Just going through, flip through this and answer what is my favorite song from Jack in the Box. And that would be Still More and Still Equal. I keep saying equality sign, so like equal sign. So those are the two of my favorite. And Jin, of course, made me cry. I still cry every single time I hear that song, or get teary eyed, or just, you know, absolutely just jerks my heart for that song. It's really, really beautiful. The Coldplay alternative, English alternative music, which I am totally into. So that was really up my alley. And of course, Woto. Yes, I can't wait to get our merch for Woto. It comes with stickers. It'd be nice if it actually came with PC, right? Because then that's like a, you know, a double. Like, I want the merch, and, you know, it had the free stuff to go with it. But I'll take anything. I can't wait to get that plushie. And of course, Indigo. I was planning on doing an update actually of this solo activity, but I did not have all of my goodies, all my PCs and goodies that came with Indigo. I'm still waiting for some, and so I'm just gonna just do that in the new year with everything in there. And I'm excited for you to see what I have and the type of I guess layouts that I will have. And here's JK, and it's also still missing. And oh wait, I forgot to answer the question about music that I liked from Indigo. Wildflower, watching that done live, I mean, that was amazing. I was just like, I got goosebumps listening, you know, to that song. Okay, it was very, very powerful. Like, you know, it's amazing to hear RM with different, which is with this different collaborations. They're awesome. So Wildflower definitely number two is another one that I really, 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 really like. Hectic with Cold is another one. But I mean, in reality, the whole album, I mean, it's just, I think, you know, amazing. And RM, you know, did outdo himself. To see him in a different light is just, you know, amazing. And so here is JK. Here is RM's portfolio. I'm still missing the outside piece. If anybody has the outside piece out there, I'll be more, please. Let's see here. This is Jimin. I finally got this fixed. And I just went ahead and got another one. And yeah. And and I just I put this on a sleeve that I made. The same one, the same sleeve I made for the bookmark for proof exhibition, and of course our portfolio for BTS, and then Jin, and then Jimin, Taeyong is coming as well, and actually those are on the way. I'm so excited for them to be on the way so that I could update this binder. And part of the things that I will be doing in 2023 is it's not so much a collection goal, but say my collection binder, just my collection in general goal is to be more active in social media so I know what's going on. Two, to actually trade and sell the stuff that I have, trying to see what I'm going to be doing to this front cover. So that's one of the plans that I have coming up. And again, if you like this content, comment, like, and subscribe. This is my first year of collecting and sharing with you. More to come in 2023. Super excited. Can't wait. And I hope to see you then. Bye.